Hello, everybody. This is Ken Faulkner, and it's a pretty exciting day today. Something that doesn't normally happen on my channel. Mostly, I'm getting stuff out of my collection to show you guys. But this time, I got some knives. Here they are, sent to me for just to review and check out by Don over at DNK Knives. DNK Knives is a knife store. You can get them online. I think they have an actual on-site store. And talk about them a little bit more later, but definitely want you to know that he is the one that sent this, and I want to thank him so much. But I got to get into the knives before people, get irritated about not seeing it. Not that any of you guys would, of course. You guys are awesome. So I got 3 of them, and they're all quiet carry knives. What I'm going to do this week, since I'm finishing up my Faulkner 5, is I'm going to carry them and kind of do like a quick impressions on each one as I go during the week. Taking a break from the 5 because I'm down to my last one. So the first one, this is one that I have been excited about. Flip it over. I don't know if you can see this. This is their packaging. They got all these dots here, and I think that the red dots have to do with what kind of material that you're talking about. Then you can kind of see an inlay of the knife that you may recognize. Quiet carry here, Q up there. You got the card that fell out that says "Thank you for your purchase, limited warranty." If you want to check that out. Anyhow, I do not own any quiet carry knives, and that's why I was very excited to hear that Don was going to send me 3 of them to look at. And this is the first one because this is the one I was most excited about. I've already carried it a couple of times over the weekend. Still carrying the feldspar, but using this as a backup, which normally this would not be a backup knife for me to any other knife, but since I am doing the Faulkner 5 right now, but I was able to check it out. Now you have the dots again, kind of similar to what they have on their packaging, if I can find it. The dots, that seems to be a theme for them. I'm not super familiar with quiet carry. Nice material, titanium. It's got milling. If I can get in here close. Very small micro milling. Slight texture, just enough to kind of help it hold in your hand well. And it's all over the backside too. And they got the titanium clip here that's milled out. Comes in the bottom here, so you can switch it from side to side, as far as I could tell. Because it has this, so it looks like you would take out the screw that's in there and remove the pin and switch it around to the other side. Well, maybe not, because there isn't a slot here. So no, I got to take it back. Like I said, this is just like kind of a quick review because I haven't really spent a lot of time with this knife. This is actually from Don's personal collection. He's not actually have this on the site for sale. I haven't really actually seen any of Quiet Carry's knives on his site at this time. But anyway, this one is the 9. And you know how you get some knives that come out and you see a lot of channels and they're very excited about this new knife that came out. And this one here, the Quiet Carry, the 9, was definitely one of those knives. And I got excited about it. And sometimes these knives, there's a couple things that keep you from being able to get it. One, it's just too expensive. You just don't have the money for it. Or 2, you can find it and you can scrape up the money for it, but it's sold out because it's so popular, and you can't find it anywhere, and no one's selling them on the secondary unless you're really good at that kind of thing. And I am not. I'm not great at getting in on the quick drops that sell out real fast. I'm not great at searching down these things on eBay and places like that, or some of the blade forums on Facebook. I mean, I know about them, but I'm just not that much of a social media guy. It's enough for me mostly to do this channel, some Instagram. I'm on Facebook some, mostly just kind of a voyeur there. I'm not really posting a lot of stuff there. So social media and all that kind of stuff is a good way to find knives like this, but I'm just not that good at it. So I kind of bide my time and wait for an opportunity. Like I said, this is not my knife. This belongs to Don, and I'm going to take very good care of it because I really appreciate him reaching out to me. In fact, I had never actually talked to Don. I know about DNK Knives because of Nick from Behind the Edge. Don had sent a lot of knives to Nick to help him for reviewing things on the channel, and he's always got really interesting knives to look at. So that's why Behind the Edge is a great channel, because one thing Nick really likes, all these very interesting knives, very not your run-of-the-mill budget knives. He does have a few of those on there, but mostly it's like more something like this with real good workmanship, usually a little more costly, and that's why it helps to have somebody like DNK Knives that Don has an amazing collection. He also has a YouTube channel, so if you want to see some of the knives that he has, oh man, it's really pretty good. You got that nice mirror finish there. See, there I am. I can wave to you in the background. It's got this fat carbon. I believe it's like an Arctic Storm is what it looks like. I couldn't see on the website what they were calling it, but it's got that white and grays, and it's very cool little inlay, and you still have some of the milled titanium there. This has got that real wide blade here, like some of the other knives that I like. The Growler from Devo Knives. I know that the F5.5, which is another one that I always got excited about, but never actually was able to pick up. I know those are a little bit easier to get, but it just didn't coincide well with my cash flow. So anyway, yeah, that real tall, mostly flat grind is such a good cutting edge, and I really, really like it. And actually, it makes the blade a little bit more weighty with that width, and so it kind of, for me, it just feels really good coming out with the flick. Thumb studs work really well. I don't know if I mentioned it. It's a CPM 20 CV blade. Very clean, nice. Looks like a stone wash to me on there, and with a little bit of a mirror, obviously. So you're seeing my phone that I use to film, and yeah, really nice. Got some jimping up here, nothing too aggressive, but enough that you can feel it. Good size, definitely not too big. So I think that people that don't like really large knives, I think this is a 3 1/4 is what I measured for the blade length, and then 4-inch handle. 4-inch handle is great. I mean, that's kind of 4-inch handle is what I want to see in a knife for the grip. It's got this really nice finger choil, which kind of gives an aesthetic to the knife that I've always kind of been drawn to, but it feels really comfortable in the hand. It's contoured, so it's rounded off up here, and you know I like that. Yeah, it's a really nice knife so far. I plan on carrying it a few more times before I have to send it on its way. But it's a great action, clean design. This little swoop down here, good access to the lock bar, all these things that you like with a knife. Oh man, get that the sound of the blade going in and out. There's something about it because just the quality of the build. You get that just awesome sound. Very smooth. In and out of the pocket, great. Pocket clip's great. Look at that. You got lots of area there, and a nice little spoon up to put it in over the seam of your pants. So there's no issues there. I mean, just a good overall design. Great knife so far. A little bit I've cut with it. It cuts very well, and just the shape of the blade, I expect that. DNK, so Don, we never actually talked. I just knew about him because he sent knives to both Nick from Behind the Edge and Billy from Apex Alchemy, and I always just like thought that's just great because they're smaller channels, and that's kind of the area that I'm in. Even though I'm kind of following both those guys, have kind of moved. They were actually doing stuff prior to me starting out, but they moved more quickly up the numbers of subs and things like that. They've done the lives. They've progressed much quicker than I have, which is fine with me. But you know, the great thing about Don and DNK Knives is that he contacted me. I didn't have to go seek him out, and that's not really something I'm into at this point. But he actually contacted me, very low key, just kind of, hey, I got these. Would you like to see some knives? And I said, yeah, definitely. I'm always open for that. Even though I'm kind of passive about it, I would definitely appreciate that from any company, really. But the fact that he sent these quiet carry knives is especially cool. I got two more here. I'm not going to show them off yet. I'm going to do some kind of first impression kind of videos, and then probably to wrap it all up, I'll get them all out. I'll kind of talk about comparisons between the three of them, and then I'll package them up and send them on their way. So very excited, super happy about this, especially because of the fact that I'm trying not to buy knives. We'll get into that later as well. So it's a little something for us all to enjoy here on the channel. Great story. I really, really appreciate this so much. You guys have a good weekend. I got the Feldspar review from the Faulkner 5, finishing that up, the budget versions, coming up this weekend. I've got some other stuff to show you, and I'll be doing more of these quiet carries. So, you know, keep an eye out for the next one. I'll see you guys, and you have a good one. Bye.